Yeah.
Yo.
On the real though.
On the real though.
Myself, Chris.
Dilemma.
We're back.
We're back.
Back again. We didn't leave you.
We didn't go. Brief
Just
intermissions.
Technical difficulties. Okay, we're back though. Okay, let's make it happen. Time to get to some of the topics. Our news segment. Even though we're a new channel anyway. I'm glad you're riding with us. Please hit that subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button.
Like, comment and share and all that good stuff.
Like, comment and share. So, we're going to be wrapping up a program called Everyday Struggle. Everyday Struggle is a part of Complex that involves academics. Originally, Joe Budden and Nadeska. Nadeska being a mediator in the middle. Academics and Joe Budden left and right, and just breaking up their thoughts and views on things. Very, very good show. It's in the second season right now. Would have loved to have covered the Joe Budden period.
That would have been good.
But we're here now, and we're going to cover what's going on now. The panel that they have now is academics, Nadeska, still the mediator in the middle.
Star.
We have Wayno and
Star.
And Star, yeah, Star as well.
In the morning.
Star in the morning show. He used to run on Hot 97. He also does something on Shot 97, so he made a parody station of the station he used to be on.
Typical Star.
That is typical Star of what he would do. But anyway, they got a good panel going on now, and they do deliver news around hip hop and just pop culture as well, and just what's happening day to day. So they go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We are going to cover Friday.
Yeah.
So we're going to cover Friday. What we're going to do with this is we're going to discuss some of their points, and we'll also throw a point on Friday, something that came up Thursday evening, Thursday afternoon, and Friday. We can give that to you. Whereas they're going to deliver that to you on Monday. So we can still give that to you in give you some new info. Whilst covering,
it's a good idea. I like it.
There we go. I like it. I'm feeling it. Hey, so let's get into these topics. The first one that we're gonna go for is
Keith.
Don't worry, we'll edit that.
Keith.
Chief Keef.
Chief Keef, nigga.
Chief Keef.
Yeah, it's Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Chief Keef.
Chief Keef being a Chicago rapper who was very instrumental on pushing drill music, which is kind of like a kind of harder, kind of trap almost sound and feel to it. So he tweeted out during the week or last week or something his Mount Rushmore. I didn't see.
Of course.
Yeah, photoshopped. I didn't see it. It's his Mount Rushmore of hip hop. He had on his list, I believe it was
Drake,
Kanye.
Himself. And who did he have last?
Wayne.
Lil Wayne. We know that because obviously academics was saying that that's the only one that he'd maybe consider having on there himself anyway. So that helped us remind us of that. So yeah, Lil Wayne, Kanye, Drake, and himself.
What we saying on this one?
Well, obviously academics made a good point that the youth of today may give that some sort of credit.
I thought that was a good point that he said.
Yeah.
I thought that was a good point that he said.
We have to understand that, and obviously coming from, a different cloth.
But you have to know your history. If you're gonna make a Mount Rushmore, you have to know what's going on really.
And then to put yourself on there, is that something that you do?
Yeah. I mean, this is where it gets tough. We're from London, yeah? Chief Keef, that whole buzz didn't fully make it all the way over here. I saw when it was going on in the US, I saw them building it up. He had tunes like Sosa and things like that. Don't think man don't know, man knows. But he didn't reach the streets of London like that. Whereas, other people do. Even 6ix9ine to a certain degree is reaching like he's about everywhere. And it's a more popping time for the internet and stuff. That shit is really, really popping right now. So therefore, easier to check these people out and access to them a lot more. So
I'm not gonna knock his hustle or what he's done. I know he's done a lot, and his name was kind of doing more in America definitely than worldwide. But I don't. Not in my opinion. He's not a Mount Rushmore in my opinion.
We saw what they said on Everyday Struggle I kind of support their kind of views on that, to be honest with you, where they were just
Axe view or everyone else's.
Overall, everyone else's, like you know,
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on
thing
that
like
because,
that. Not just his not Axe's personal views, but the overall views of the panel. I feel was correct on that one, and I feel that you guys will feel that as well. It really depends on the time, and
it does, but obviously, it's such a big thing. In hip hop, like from its inception until now. It's
tough. If you're gonna do a Mount Rushmore, like you really got to break it down.
You really got to be thorough. You
got to be thorough.
If you're just gonna put up a photo, right? If you're just gonna put up a photo, it needs to be faces that no one can dispute. If you know what I mean, in my opinion, unless you're gonna put up a video, and then you're gonna break down why you've chosen this particular face. Break down their accomplishments.
That's what I would do.
Right.
Or I would say, first of all, you have to have a criteria to get on. You have to have your face there. What can you and can you? I would put Kanye there. And Kanye has writers too, but he doesn't necessarily need writers. Okay, I wouldn't put him there as rap, but in terms of hip hop artist, you could put him in a room. And he could deliver you a whole album without having anyone else enter the room. That's my personal opinion. Like, your craft, if you don't need no one to do your craft, Jay-Z would be up there for me.
I think that's a facet.
Jay-Z would be up there for me.
I think that's a facet.
Yeah.
I think that's a facet.
The reason why Jay-Z would be up there for me is because no one needs to hand him no piece of paper.
We know. I definitely know exactly where you're going. Kanye's a beast. He's going to get in there. He can do it straight off the bat.
It's not just...
It's a facet, but you can't say
you're
that alone.
If you're the best at what you are doing, your view, like Jay-Z, when it comes to this rap, this is why we get into it. When it comes to this rap, Jay-Z, not just Jay, but you know, like Jay-Z, I'm using him as an example, one of the pinnacles of rap. He's not a producer, but his face is still up there. You know why? Because you can't pass him a piece of paper. You can't. He's not accepting it.
Not even just that, but he's carried the game for so long. He's birthed people like Kanye, right? So for me, Kanye's not on there. I'm not saying he's not a beast. I'm not saying he's not mad talented. But who is he birthed in the same ilk like Jay birthed him? Yeah?
There we go.
We're talking about Eminem. Eminem's birthed 50, cuz.
There we go.
Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Biggie, Tupac, they were like faces of an era.
I think, and I know what you're saying.
But that's going further back. I
know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
It's just in my opinion of what qualifies you to have your face on there.
Yeah.
I'm not saying yours ain't a valid one. It's a facet to me. It's that's a very
it's a good.
Right. So when we're talking about Jay and Drake, and we're talking about, you know what I mean, like you can't really, you can't really compare them, you know what I mean. But if anyone's gonna get the best out of him, it's gonna be them kind of things work the same way we were saying. You know, he's had stuff written for him. You can't even pass Jay a piece of paper. Like, cool. That's a very.
That is one of them.
Argument.
It is one of them. It's one of the arguments towards, but. You have to have a few things that tick the boxes to have your face up there on a Mount Rushmore of hip hop.
Of course, of what you've done for the culture
what
as
you've
well.
done for the culture, all of that.
Yeah, loads of stuff. So okay. I mean, just wrapping it up. We agree with the majority of the panel on this. That we're not really in agreement with this Mount Rushmore. Axe got a good point, but for me.
Another topic that they spoke about, and remember, it's not just one day. We're trying to wrap up the week very quickly here. We're wrapping up the week. Don't worry.
Hot points.
Next episode or two, we're going to be in the studio. We're going to have the drinks flowing. We're going to do this properly. But next one, Michael Blackson versus Kevin Hart. You know, I felt that was clickbait. That was clickbait.
Watching the video, the Hot Points video, that is. With like a minute left to view, I got to be honest, I don't know what the issue is. I don't know what the issue is. I mean, obviously, it was funny to watch Blackson go at Act, you know,
snapping on them,
talking about foreheads and all sorts of stuff.
Forehead.
Tattoos and Wayne, loads of stuff. But that was funny. But
that was funny. Just
obviously from the news perspective, I don't know what the issue is. If you guys know, put it in the comments. Hit us up. Because it's a funny video. But I don't know what the issue is. We don't know.
Listen, I watched it. I was laughing at how he was just, going snapping on everybody. I felt that was good.
This nigga.
Yeah. I felt it was good. You know, beach ass nigga and all that type of thing. Like, you know, he's rolling. Funny. Michael Blackson, man, from the Friday film, very, very funny. But no issue.
No issue here. I don't know what it is.
It was just funny to see comic beef. I think it's all about clicks and likes and views when it comes to this beef. Nothing real here. Nothing to see, folks.
And let's have it right. Let's have it just on a quick intervention here. Like, Kevin Hart's doing his thing, yeah? Not every comedian's gonna like that. It's like anything, you know what I mean? It's, you know, they're gonna shoot for him.
He's on a different level,
you know, back in the day we were friends. It might be something like that. I don't know. You let us know, but
I think he's trolling. Half of it, he's trolling as well. I think
he's getting a new special on Netflix or something, so it could be all promo for that.
Promo. There we go.
Wrapping
it up. We'll keep going. We want to hit you with another topic. Okay. Another one from what was the Everyday Struggle show. We're going to talk about. We've been waiting for this one.
Tory
Lanez going crazy, and Travis Scott. Okay, so let's run it back very quickly. From what we saw from the video and from what's been explained, Tory Lanez not long came off of stage. A lot of people know that something was going on between them.
This a couple of years ago, though.
Yeah, so this happened maybe a year and a half to 2 years ago. The footage that we've all seen now. It's something to do with a song or something.
One of them had a gripe saying they're kind of using the same style.
There we go. Tory put out a tweet. I can't steal from. How can I sound like people I write for? Something like that. Some sort of sideways comment. And we know that was sideways.
Yeah. They generally are.
And people didn't really like that. Do you see what I'm saying? People didn't really like that. Now, I think where this went, from what we see in the video, is Travis trying to talk to him and approach him about it. And Tory Lanez...
We're quite a pull-up.
Yeah.
We'll get into that.
So Tory Lanez there, just had a show, come off stage. He's in the back now. Travis is there, you know, all us hanging around, mingling together.
Some sort of a festival.
Yep, some sort of a festival or whatever. And then Travis goes to speak to Tory Lanez about it, like, you know, kind of come here, let me speak to you kind of thing. And Tory Lanez just is not going for it. He's not going for it. He starts going off like a pit bull. He starts going off like, you know, like a calm pit bull. Let's say a calm pit bull. He doesn't go crazy and start flipping things over. But he's almost like...
he's reacting like he's just been pulled up on. Really.
Yeah. He just realises he thinks he knows what's going on. And when he smells it, you get me?
We know Tory, we know he's aggressive, and obviously the guys in Everyday Struggle make that point as well.
Yeah.
Maybe they also said, you know, maybe Travis and his people, because it's like he was with some people.
Yeah.
They didn't expect him to react that way either. They should have known, but they didn't.
Yeah.
And for Tory Lanez, it's almost like he's been pulled up on. Now for Travis, it was more like a slide up.
Yeah,
we're not pulling up like
not pulling up,
because after the little back and forth, that was the opinion that I got. That's kind of the opinion that the panel got.
That's it.
Weren't quite a pull up, more like a slide up, and as you said, Tory wasn't going for it a little bit.
Interested to see what how academics reacts to these things. You know that, because he loves it all, but the way he's explaining.
So does Star.
Yeah, so does Star.
Go on.
But Star will put himself in the mix. I've seen him in the mix. Like, academics is not nowhere in the mix. He's not about that at all. And there's nothing wrong with that. We're just saying, like, I'm not going to start talking bare shit about certain places we know in the ends.
No,
and I ain't walking there.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? This guy is talking hella reckless, war in Chirac, all that. That's another story anyway. When it comes to this, his views on it were, you know, he's pulling up, Tory going crazy, he's not having it, and blah, blah. That is true. But then Southside weighs in on it. And Southside is a producer. You may know him from tunes like Jay-Z and Future Keys, things like that. Loads of other ones. When you hear Southside at the beginning, that's him. Grammy nominated, I believe. Yeah. He just went crazy. He's waving whatever around in the camera.
That's recent as well, wasn't it?
That's recent. His video is recent, saying Tory put that out for promotion, and that they're not going for it, and no one's touching Trav.
All the smoke.
They want all the smoke. They want all the fades. They want everything. That basically they're in LA like that all the time. Whoever wants it can pull up. Either go and get anyone you want. Like he's talking all that talk, all that talk. Now, where do they go from here? Like they were trying to weigh in on it on the show.
Well, I mean, I've recently downloaded the Tory album on the iTunes, and I did listen to. I'm not familiar with all the names of the tracks yet, but I did catch that he was talking about Travis and him coming together, agreeing that for the music it's better to keep it cordial. From that, I thought it was something that's squashed. Like they're building from that. They're growing. He's growing from that. You know,
like they were moving on.
He's getting more recognition now. Anyway, everyone knows that. You know what I mean? And people in the industry know that Tory does his stuff. So that's what I gathered from it, from the album. Now they made a good point on Everyday Struggle that, you know, this could be more. It could be him leaking the footage because it's more of a promotional
It could just be
thing.
him. Could just be him.
Now it's an interesting point what you told me off camera. Chris said to me he had seen the video and then he went to download the album, right? Okay, a lot of people would have done that. For me, it was different where I had already downloaded it, and then funnily enough, a day after the footage came out.
It just woke me up. I'm not the biggest Tory, people know me, they know I'm not the biggest Tory Lanez fan. I think he is very, very talented. Great artist. It's just sometimes an artist just might not do it for you. Even though the rest of the world might be feeling them, this particular time, I'm not on the Tory Lanez bandwagon, you know, like, as everyone is. But, you know, it's not going to be like that with every single artist.
No, of course not. I like him. I've got his stuff on my phone. Like I said, so I heard a little bit about it, and I just thought it was more like just growth, and then obviously seeing all the footage that's come out now, and we, well, I can't always talk for you, but we kind of share the same opinions as the panel. It kind of more favoured Tory. If he did put it out, it definitely worked, and it also raises other questions like, you know, is that now going to make him feel away? The panel were talking about it, and it's a valid point. Is he now going to be feeling away? The internet's laughing at you. That's what Ack's saying, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, now he's going to think, oh, do I have to talk about this in a record now? Now I have to address this. Some way he has to address it. You can't just walk around.
Is he going to want that fade? Because he said to him, we can take everyone out of the room and we can do this, and it was more like, it was like, it was kind of like Travis Scott's son. You know, I like Travis Scott as well. I'm a fan of him musically, you know.
But Tory was on him, innit? And he just didn't want none.
He was on his heels. Like, it was like Tory was kind of.
Remember, he walked up on Tory.
He kind of, we're not going to say pull up. It was more like a slide.
He slid up on Tory.
Like, hey. Just have a little word.
From what I hear,
Tory's like, nah.
From what I hear, he like had his arm like
Tory.
On
Travis,
on
the shoulders, like,
on the shoulders like, and stuff like that.
Are we fighting or apologising? You know?
Are we apologising or we catching the fade?
Crazy, like,
anyway, man.
Damn. So.
Now, when it comes to Southside weighing in on everything, did he have to? I don't think so. I think that this could have been dealt with behind the scenes. I think he was doing it to try and save Travis' face, but it's already gone, like, from what's come out and happened. It kind of backfired a little
bit. For me, it makes me feel like
Travis is not with it.
Soft like that,
and he's
you know?
soft. He can't like go and talk to
man
to man. He ain't got to go and start. No one's saying about fighting and shit. Like, we ain't got to start. But in the music world, you know, someone's trying to kind of test you and all that type of thing. You're gonna have words as a man. Like, look, this is what I feel. This is what you feel. How can we get past it and whatever?
Are we talking or
we fighting? Like,
and handle
if
that.
Man
that
says
was a fair offer to me.
Yeah,
no.
You can't be there around and like my man says like, I'll get rid of my people, you get rid of your people, and he's like barking on you, just barking on you, and you're not on it. Do you see what I'm saying? So, you weren't about it. You can't really be doing that. I don't know. It's that mad situation. We don't know what it was like. We don't know who was around properly. We don't know what was going on. I just know that Southside probably shouldn't have weighed in.
No.
Tory most probably didn't have to go that crazy, but he weren't feeling the situation.
Yeah. He probably had that feeling, like, you know, he probably didn't know what to expect from Travis if he's pulling up on him. then maybe he feels like that's how he's gonna see it.
That's how he's gonna see
Travis
it.
is more like
that's how he's gonna see it.
Shimmying on over, more like rather than a pull up. But
yeah,
I don't know. Obviously, the main point is what good is the footage gonna have? I think it helps Tory, obviously, especially around the album release.
Now, the $1 million question: who put the footage out? Who put it out? Tory Lanez put it out.
We think so.
Okay, like that's our view.
Yeah.
Tory Lanez put that shit out
as a promotion.
One of his people. Look who's filming it. Who are they standing with? Do you see what I'm saying? Where are they? Like, how are they even in that room?
Yeah, exactly. And ready
got what should you have around you?
And the filming was bad. Star made a good point of that. Big up J Black Reacts as well. He made a good point.
Big up J Black. Yeah.
Film properly. Turn it to the side. If you're gonna catch it, please catch it right so we can see everything. You know what I mean? But anyway, wrapping that up.
That's that.
Let's go. Let's keep it going.
Let's keep it pushing.
Okay, moving on then.
Let's move on. Very quickly. Okay, we're gonna go in on a subject that we do know a little something about. But first of all, Lil Pump's deal. Lil Pump. Yeah, Lil Pump. Honestly, I'm not sure what kind of a record deal he's in at the moment. I do know some couple ins and outs of what he was doing. I know that he became a free agent slightly by default from his label because he was 17 or 16 when he signed and whatever. And there was a kind of loophole there. So he got out of the big deal that kind of tied him down. And then he was looking for bidders from people. Gucci Mane weighed in, was like, let's talk. I saw him do that over Twitter and all that type of thing. So he had people bidding in for him. And then I think he signed to the original label he left in the end. Something like that. We'll look it up. But you know more than us about that.
Let us know.
Let's get interactive.
Yeah, please.
Let us know if you want to hit us up.
Sound no shit.
And just let us know in the comment section.
About that.
Like and subscribe, please. There we go, on the real. Everyday struggle wrap up. Now, we want to talk to you about Mr. Shad Moss. Bow Wow. Yeah.
Crazy, man. I don't know what the story is.
Talk to us.
I heard he was somewhere talking crazy about Future. All I saw was the footage. I see, obviously the headline was Bow Wow gets punched. From what I saw, that's not what happened.
Nah, it's a bit clickbait.
Yeah. And it worked because I clicked it.
Yeah.
I was baited, you know.
Yeah.
And crazy. I just see him walking along, couple security guys around him. Some guy just comes out from the back.
Yeah.
And just barges him over.
50-52.
Bang.
50-53.
Cause it was crazy, yeah. Bow Wow sprawling on the floor.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And that was about as much as we got.
That was it. Like it seemed like people was all over that guy within like milliseconds though.
Of course. Obviously they didn't get him straight off the bat.
Yeah.
He was able to get through, which makes me think, why barge him? If he was gonna do something.
Yeah, but he flew, all right. He flew.
Maybe he felt a bit bad.
Yeah.
He's an adult but kind of don't look like one. I'm kind of the same. Let's just keep it.
He flew.
That was crazy. Obviously, he said punch. I didn't see punch from the footage, but he definitely got checked. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was a body check and a half.
But yeah, as I said, I mean, I just saw the footage. Obviously,
this buffoonery like that goes on. Like, how is that guy just walking there through the same corridor that this super famous guy? He's been famous since he was a child, and he's got 4 people around him. How is he able to even get within the vicinity?
Right, you get me. Other people were saying that. That was reviewing the footage. That's crazy. Obviously, we know he was jumped on very quickly, but
man, tired boy.
Crazy. But yeah, that guy got off. That guy got off. I don't know the ins and outs. I just heard he was talking some smack about Future.
I saw the video where Bow Wow weighed in as well. It was like, listen, we good over here, nothing, no problem, blah blah. We got his chain, we got his watch, we got his this, we got his that. Like a couple seconds after.
Talking about who, the guy who barged him?
Yeah.
Right.
The guy who barged him. So they went to town on him apparently.
I ain't even seen that.
But the guy's people or someone put the footage out or something like that. That's why it stopped. That's why it stopped so quick.
It did feel like a setup. Like the film was kind of angled exactly where Bow Wow was gonna fall.
Exactly.
If you're gonna film just walking along, why at that angle?
Why? I don't know.
So it did seem like a bit of a setup, but I'm not gonna lie. Just on a pure trolling sense, it was quite funny to watch.
It was a bit funny.
But like I said, I don't know the ins and outs. We'll keep it like that. There's footage on the internet. On the real though.
Yeah, on the real though. Everyday struggle wrap up, first of many. Let's give you a topic that I don't believe they did cover. Let's just go quickly on this one. No entry sign. I'm sorry, 6ix9ine.
If we are.
Yeah, so Mr.
Damn, 6ix9ine. So he turns up in Houston, and from the footage,
We've seen it. You've seen it.
we all seen it. He was refused entry. Anyone with 6ix9ine go
that way.
It was almost like some Quavo.
Wow.
Crazy, cuz.
Yeah. That way.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, that way.
So obviously
Crazy.
we know from the footage that was put out there with the little scrap in the LA airport, those weren't actually people from LA. They were Houston niggas.
Yeah.
And we did touch on this briefly before as well. So obviously this rolls on from then. And from the footage, you can clearly see that all of his peoples, anyone from New York, you didn't check in.
That's it.
You're not coming in the club tonight.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like a fair warning.
You had Baby J Prince there, the youngest of the brothers.
Let's get it, Chris.
Just letting them know exactly like what it is. Him and his people there. After the fact, he did go online and explain exactly what it was that happened, and that they were trying to come in and they hadn't really checked. Like behind the scenes, they're in the public eye. Behind the scenes, they're letting you know that they don't fuck with no one or you, and then they want to come and party and club with her. He's like, no.
Yeah.
Leave. You ain't coming in. You ain't partying with us. Not tonight. Blah blah. We could talk about it later, but for now, you ain't coming in. It's not happening. Everyone was 6ix9ine. Go that way.
Crazy.
So he went on explaining about it and everything. His older brother who is in the circle as well, his older brother, the one who actually got hold of Drake and Wayne and all that type of thing. Drake, and brought him to Wayne. He said, look, I'm real proud of how my little brother handled it and shit like that. You know, it weren't overly like this, it weren't overly like that. It was just explaining the situation, and this is what is happening.
That's your fair warning.
That's your fair warning. That's your fair warning. For those of you that don't know the Prince family in Houston, you cannot go to Houston and do any sort of performing arts or whatever and not speak to them. It's not happening. You have to know them. They know all the clubs, all the people there. They build schools, places for the projects out there and all that type of stuff that they have going on. They are just well respected. It's their city. It's on lockdown. You know, like,
get clipped.
You know, work it side by side. They're basically their own police force out there and shit like that. Do you see what I'm saying? So when it comes to that, all of them, like 6ix9ine and that, yeah, they may be talking all that grease, but they will pipe down in Houston because these Houston people are not having a bar of it.
Yeah, they had to.
All they had to do was get a little bit loud, and that video that we saw would have been very different. That would have been a different video that we saw. 6ix9ine needs to start kind of...
You need to start reining it in, man.
It's not reining it in.
That's what he needs to start doing.
Stop it now.
Like,
Stop
behave.
it now.
Like,
Stop it.
Your albums come out.
Stop it now.
Your sales have looked good. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we all know who the fuck you are now. You can stop with this shit.
Yeah,
because no one really... I'm just being honest. Listen, I like some of his music, yeah? I'm not too old to not get it, right? No one's scared of you, brother. No one. Do you know? Just forget that. Forget all of that.
No one is.
Ride your wave.
No one is. My little brother will throw hands with you like crazy.
Like, it's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. Like, you're making trouble for yourself. You're making trouble for your people. And there's people that just ain't going to feel what you're coming with. Yeah. Regardless of your little promotional stunt. There's things to do and there's things not to do.
Yeah.
And you don't turn up at Houston not checking in.
Yeah, that's it. After talking all that grease. People don't bother people for checking in that are not talking that madness. Because they're just living their life. They're living a regular citizen life or whatever you want to call it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
When you're talking all of
you're talking all of that,
Who the
You
niggas
better call the
been
G's
niggas?
before you land.
You understand
Because you
what
are
I'm saying?
talking that super G shit.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you better call them before you land, like they did for LA, even though they didn't say. His right hand guy called them LA guys, you know what I mean? And checked in.
Yeah. You told me that before.
Otherwise they wouldn't have walked around like that. I knew it.
And they still weren't in the hood though.
And they
let's keep
still
it
weren't
right.
in the hood.
They still weren't in the hood though.
I weren't in the hood. Come on,
man.
But, you know, there's only so long that this car crash TV with him is going to keep us interested.
That's exactly what it is. Crash test dummy TV with Tekashi 69. Yeah. Please stop it, bro. Please stop it now. Like, we know who you are. You don't need to do this anymore.
Yeah, come on.
Please.
Get it together.
Please.
Yeah, there we go. That's another one. On the real though. Everyday Struggle wrap up the new series. We're starting off in the whip and we're going to take it to the studio. Thank you for joining us. Like,
comment,
share, subscribe. That's what we talk. Yeah.